Hello, hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've watched my first video. My name is Crow, and today I'll be showing you just basically my thought process on how I drew my Sona, aka the little crow in the corner, that's me. So I'll just be showing you how I came up with my Sona and pretty much everything about it. It's simple, but whatever. So, I'm not gonna waste too much time here, let's get on with the speed paint. So, I did start out digitally trying to draw out the crow. I knew from the start it was going to be a very simple shape with like not much detail because I want to be simple. But I stopped drawing on digital at first and took the real life photo that I had of my first drawing of it that I had drawn while I was bored in driver's ed. But and then I traced over that because I knew I really liked the way I had it on paper and I wanted to transfer that to digital. So I did. And crows are my favorite animal, so I wanted my Sona online to be crow themed. My entire channel is crow themed. My online presence is crow themed. I like crows probably too much. But I decided for this, along with my channel name, I wanted to make my persona a crow. A very simple one. And I basically just took a rectangle, a circle, and like triangles in a teardrop shape and just made whatever this is. It's a bird. There's not much else I can tell you. Um, you can see me here just drawing a few different expressions and like emotions of my Sona to just get a feel of how I want to draw them. You've probably noticed that I used the main like larger image on this drawing for the crow in my corner because I was probably a bit I was a bit too lazy to draw one when I made this banner. So, yeah. But I made something for when I'm annoyed, when I'm surprised or shocked, or when I'm like or the end, you know? But you can see me here adding like kind of like a sticker outline or like a border to all of the crows just to make them stand out a bit more. I did add a little sizing thing because my persona is small. And here's where you see me struggle with naming. Because I like naming stuff and I like naming stuff fun. Pay attention to that name. It'll come back eventually. But I eventually landed on something else for this one. You can see me change it. And I go through a lot of different things, but here is where you see me finally choose a name. The name of my Sona is Styx, like the river Styx from Greek mythology. But I'm probably not going to use that name all that much because it's just me. But, so, when drawing this, there was really only one thought in mind. Make a bird that I can draw easily and I'm still happy with. So, that's what I did here, and that's what my Sona is. It's just a crow with limited range of emotion, but still enough to convey what I'm thinking. Eventually, I will be able to portray that in my videos. But for now, I don't, because I will work on that eventually. Here you can see me experimenting with like how I want to watermark this, but and just like kind of playing around with like shadows and such. You can see me make the background here. It's simple, it's not much, but it's there. And that's my Sona. It's just a simple crow. I don't know what else to say. However, however, we are not done yet. No, no, no. We still have the next thing. When making my Sona, I wanted it to be a reflection of my personality, right? Silly, kind of simple, just sort of there, you know? Uh, the my main version of this Sona sticks, uh, is myself. This version, however, is the inverse, in which I probably won't use it very often, but I want you to know that it's there as a representation of what I don't show to the public or online. Now, there's really not much difference between these two characters because they're just the inverse of each other. However, I did make the body shape of the inverse a little bit different from the original just to not make it copy and paste. For instance, like not for instance, really the only difference is the fact that I made the feet slightly thinner, as well as the back is not an S shape, more of just like a swoop. And this character does have different ways that I express things here, and it's just all in all pretty similar, but still different enough for them to not be the exact same character. I was originally going to name this Salem. However, I did end up changing it to a name that I was going to use for the main version. But you can see me trying very desperately to write down this name in a way that made me happy. However, I did end up changing it to Sans, and no, I am not talking about the skeleton. I'm taking the meaning of that word, not referencing Undertale as much as that would be fun. But no. No, no, no. I'm not referencing Undertale here. And here's where you see me draw, like, the sleeping. I struggle a bit, but, I mean, it's a crow, so with, like, 3 shapes, it's really not that hard to draw. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got Sans here, done, for you to look at. And this wasn't really a necessary addition. I just thought it would be fun to make an inverse, because why not? But yeah, I have my Sona here drawn. I've laid out my thought process for you, even if it was pretty simple and straightforward. But yeah, it's just a crow. I don't know what else to say about it. But uh, I hope this was fun and that you enjoyed my thoughts and how I made my Sona. I know it wasn't much, and it probably wasn't that interesting, but I just wanted to put it out here. But yeah, I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the video, even if I am a little annoying. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.